Welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be doing a stack analysis of international game technology. So if you like this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And of course, remember this isn't financial advice. This is purely entertainment and educational purpose. Now, what does international game technology make? Well, they make lottery tickets and lottery games, both online gambling and those physical ones. So say if you want to go down to a store and get yourself a scratch-off ticket or a lottery card for the state lottery or your national lottery, well, chances are International Games Technology runs that. At least they do in the US, and they are also the largest one in Italy, and I believe the second largest in Canada. And they are smaller in other parts of the world. Their main way to make money is with scratch-off cards and lottery, and they are getting larger and larger in the online gambling every single day. Now, I do like the company currently. I like them for two reasons. Firstly, I think they are a bit too cheap. Also because they do own other companies that are related to sports betting, and that is just growing year over year. It is insane. And as you can see, if you take a look at the graph a bit, as you can see, it has traded much higher previously. As you can see, it was trading all the way back up in 33, all the way back in the middle of 2023. So it actually had a 50% haircut ever since then. Now, currently, however, we are sitting on a death cross, as you can see right here, and that might also be because we had some poor earnings, as you can see, minus 45% and minus 7%. Now that is of course quite unfortunate that they didn't hit them. So that is also why they're dropping 3.9% today. But that is the gist of what the company makes. Now, if we look at their earnings, as you can see, it's really not that promising. But I do like them for one other thing, and that is, as you can see down here, the dividends. 4.98% is their dividend, which is great. Now they pay them out 4 times a year, which is great because then you can more easily get a dividend snowball rolling. So say they only pay them out in January, well then you would only be able to reinvest them in January, but they pay them out 4 times a year. So they're going to pay them out on the 29th of May, on the 11th of March, and as you can see right here on the 36th of November, and right here on the 30th of August. And let me just change my time schedule real quick so make the graph even better. As you can see, however, on the 1 hour time schedule, we don't have the golden cross. Now, the reason I started with the 30-minute and not the 1 hour is because the 30-minute is a bit more volatile than the 1 hour, showing that chances are it is also going to hit right here on the 1 hour. So it is most likely coming, and I do believe it is going to settle down here about the 14 range because that is the previous support level right down here. So I think it is going to continue down, and we are going to see it hits this level down here, and then it's going to get back up. And then, so if it's straight all the way back down here, it's going to increase. Now, remember, if you buy the stock before the May of 29th, you will get the dividend. If you buy it after, you won't. And something to remember is more often than not, a stock falls exactly the price that the dividend it pays out. So say you buy them at $10 and they pay out 5% dividend, well, then they're going to be worth 9.5. So of course, remember that. And now if we look at their financial, as you can see here, well, it's a bit all over the place. As you can see, in 2020, they earned no money at all, had a net income of minus 900 million USD almost. But overall, they make decent money. However, their margins are quite poor, which I don't like about the company, but I do like them for the dividends, and that is the main thing I like about them, and also just their valuation. I do think they're quite a bit too cheap. As you can see here on the financial, as you can see, this is the way they make money. And it might look a bit confusing, but what you need to know is they are a gambling and lottery company. That is what they make. Now, as you can see down here on their performance, it is quite an old company. They go all the way back to 1981. And let's just go back to 2010, so 15 years, as you can see. Some years we have great returns up here in 2021 with 87 and 16 with 57%, but these later years haven't been that great. Of course, we did have 23 and 2020 with 12% up and 21% up, and then we have this year down by 11%, last year down by 35%, and 22 down by 21%. So it is a bit a coin flip stock, so to speak, but I do think it is gonna change correction right after we have the dividends payout. I am considering buying it currently, but I do think I'll wait because of the 1 hour. As you can see, the 1 hour candles here, they say the death cross might be coming. Also, as you can see, we are down here in the bottom of the RSI. If you don't know, RSI is how a stock is trending, and this one is trending downwards. You can see that because it's above 30 but below 50. If it was the other way around, it would be below 70 and above 50. So chances are it is going to hit a death cross and rebounds right down back here and then buy up. So I am going to wait till after the dividend has been paid out because chances are it's going to fall even more there. And then I do think it's going to be even cheaper, and it is going to be a great scoop to hold on for maybe a half year, and I think it's going to return and maybe make a great profit. Now the technicals on this stock, as you can see here, for the day it's a strong sell, and for the month it is exactly the same, and that's probably no surprise if we look at it. As you can see, all the way back from November, it has just been a hill down. Now even though, as you can see right here, let's take a month back in April, as you can see, we have been trading upwards, but then again, as you can see, just this past 7 days, it has been a quietly tore down. It has fallen. What is that? We're trading currently, so it's two bucks, so more than 10%, 15%, and just this quiet, rapid right downwards just is because that makes the technical say it's a sell. Also because, as you can see in the RSI, it's a sell, and we did have the death cross in the 30-minute, and as you can see, downwards momentum in the 50-day and the 1 hour, so of course it is also why it's a sell. Now the analyst rating on this, as you can see down here, it is a buy currently. We have 2 strong buy and 4 hold, and I often in a stock like this where they pay out great dividends, many people say hold because overall you're just gonna get getting great dividends overall. So if you don't want anything that you have to keep check on when you have to sell it, well, this might be a stock for you. It might not be. So as you can see, the max up here is $25 and the minimum is $18. So even the worst prediction is 16% up, which is great, of course. And the average is 35%, which of course is a very, very nice gain on a stock. And as you can see, their earnings, well, they could have been better. They got down next year and then they increased them in 2026, and a small decrease from currently at in 2027. But with gambling, of course, it is a bit of a gamble. Now, if you like this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And if you want me to make any other videos, any companies you like, please leave them in the comment section below.